draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. And oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirits of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed you with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp and triumph and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What news with thee?
Full of vexation have I come, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child.
Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and entertained love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious duke, be it so that she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius.
I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, either to this gentleman or to her death, immediately provided by the law in this case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other should be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty, in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace to know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or hear forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, on that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest, for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right to her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lord as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? And Demetrius, all about her to his head, has won the soul of Medar's daughter, Helena, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon a spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yield you up to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta. What cheer, my love? Demetrius, Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business.
With duty and desire we follow you. How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast? Be like the one of rain, which I could well beteem from the tempest of mine eye. I me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. Swift as a shadow, short as any dream, but ere man has power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There gentle Hermia may marry me, to that place that sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander! I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, by that fire which knitteth the Carthage queen, when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena, whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair, sickness is catching. Who were favors so yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, then my prayers can such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
This folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself shall fly this place. For the time I did Lysander see, seems Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven into hell.
Helen, to your minds will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silvery visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearls the plated grass, a time that lovers' flights to still conceal, through Athens' gate to devise to steal.
And in the wood, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck, grant thee thy Demetrius. Lysander, we must starve our sight for lovers' food till tomorrow midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know it all, but he do know. For as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, here I am, admiring of his qualities. For love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. And therefore is love said to be but a child. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he were only mine. And when that hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a great expense. But here in me and I, to enrich my pain, to have his sight, thither and back again.
Just one noise for one noise.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in an interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter. Peter? Oh, Peter, Prince. Say with the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow on to a point.
Mel, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very fine piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, good Peter. Is it Peter? Peter Quiz. Hold forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for.
Pyramus.
And proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will ask for some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, I'm doing it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest. Yes, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Heracles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This is Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein, a lover as more condoling. Proceed.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quinn.
You must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, let not me play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask and may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face and let me play Thisbe too. I will speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe.
Oh, Pyramus, my mother dear, my Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. Airplane Quince, you Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince, you Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snout, the joiner. Here, Peter Quince, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they they would shriek. And that were enough to hang us all.
But don't you...
I grant ye, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they'd have no more discretion but to aid us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you as to any nightingale.
You can play no part but pyramids. For pyramids is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play pyramids. He's gone.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
What you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple ingrained beard, or your French brown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play bareface. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come by tomorrow night and meet me at the palace foot, a mile without town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw up a bill of properties, such as our play was. I pray you, fail me not.
There we will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar.
Over park, over pale, through flood, through fire.
I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spear.
And I serve the fairy queen to do her oar at the Conver Green.
I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.
Farewell, thou loud of spirits. I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing, fair and raw, because that she at her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from the Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child. Knight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, makes him all her joy. Now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear, or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear at all their elves for fear, creep into acorn cups, and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make him quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite.
Called Robin Goodfellow, are you not he that frights the maidens in villagery?
And sometime make the drink to bear no harm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm.
Those that hobgoblin call you sweet pup. You do their work and they shall have good luck.
Are you not he? Fairies, thou speakest right. I am that merry wonder of the night. I jest Oberon and make him smile. That I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguiled, neighing in the likeness of filly foal. Sometime went by in gossip's bowl, in the very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks,
Against her lips I bob, and on her withered doula pour the ale. The wisest art, telling the saddest tale. Sometimes her 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then I slip from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxing in their mirth and knees they swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. The room varies. Here comes Oberon,
And here my mistress, with a fever gone.
You met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairies, serpents! I have forsworn his bed and company!
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Oh, then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn, and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steppe of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskinged mistress, and your hoary love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How can thou thus? For shame, Titania. Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. Didst thou not lead him through the glimmering night from Perigenia, whom he ravished? Make him with fair Iago break his faith, with Ariadne, with Antiopa.
These are the forgeries of jealousy! And never, since the middle summer spring, met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushing brook, or in the beached margent of the sea, to dance our dances to the whistling wind. But with thy balls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wind, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, hath sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land have every pelting river made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with hymn or carol blessed, and therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature do we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts, far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on all time's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, set. The spring, the summer, childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairy land buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and full often in the spiced Indian air by night hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she with pretty and with swimming gait following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate, and sail upon the land, and return again with trifles, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake
part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day.
If you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us.
If not, shun me, and I shall spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee. Not for thy fairy kingdom.
Fairies away! We shall try downright if I longer stay! Then go thy way! Thou shalt not from this wood till I torment thee for this injury! My gentle Puck, come hither. There is a certain western flower whereon the bolt of Cupid fell. Once white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb. Be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania while she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eye. The next thing that she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it from another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. Who comes here? I am invisible and will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen to this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, follow me no longer.
You draw me, you hard heart is adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Spurn me, strike me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on you.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege. Nor did this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not a heart as you. Bye, Demetrius. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower then? Welcome, wanderer.
Ah, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopy with lush woodbine, with sweet musk roses, with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delights. And here the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. There, with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it. Seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect this with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third of a minute hence, some to kill cankers in the musk rosebuds. Others, war with the air mice for their 11 wings to make my small elves coats. And others, keep back that clamorous owl and nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest. Hence, away, now all is well. One, aloof, stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wink, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. In thy eye it shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake, and some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you famous would wander in the wood, and, to speak troth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turn shall serve as a pillow for a foe.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off, do not lie so near.
Oh, take the scent sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Then by your side no bedroom we deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie separation, as may well be said, becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far, be distant. And good night, sweet friend. Thy love near altar to thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen. That fair prayer say I. And then end life when I am lazy. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish to the wisher's eye be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none. On whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wed. This is he my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she dares not lie near this, lack love, this kill courtesy. Turn upon thy eyes thy throat, all the power this charm doth hold. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep thy seat on thy eyelids. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears? If so, mine eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do run with fear. But who is here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, why thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? But Hermia loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, for who will not change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I never, no nor can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in most disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well. Perforce I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man be refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. So as the surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Or as the heresies that men believe are hated most of those they did deceive. So thou, my surfeit and my heresy, of all be hated with the most in me. And all my powers of just your love and might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity! What a dream was here! Lysander, look how I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel
a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we would do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this play of Pyramus and Thingy that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By our Lincoln, a perilous fare. I believe you must leave that when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. That will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Let it be written in 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 6 is fine.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you want to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak, saying thus, or to the same defect as, ladies, or fair ladies. I would ask you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to worry, not to fear, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity on my life. No, I am a man as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name, and tell them plainly he is
Snow.
the
Lion!
joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are 2 hard things, that is. To bring the moonlight into the chamber, for, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. I find out moonshine. I find out moonshine.
It does shine that night.
Why, then you may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in through the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern, and say he comes to disfigure, or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing, that is, we must have a wall in the great chamber, for, says the story, Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through a chink in the wall.
We can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If it may be, then all's well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Up, Pyramus. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen.
a play toward. I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see cool. Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, stand forth. Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odorous, odorous.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear. A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus.
Higher.
Most radiant Pyramus. Most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar. Most frisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew. As truest horse that yet would never tire, I meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Finest tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. You speak all your parts at once. Choose and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh, as truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine. Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! Haunted! Pray, masters! Fly, masters! I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Through bump, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. A hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire. And neigh, and bark, and grunt, and roar, and burn. Like a horse, hound, hog, bear, fires every turn. I wonder why they run away. This is a knavery of them to make me afeard. Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do ya? Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee, thou art translated. I see the knavery of them. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place, do what they can. I shall walk up and down here, and I shall sing, so that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The ouzel cocks so black of hue, with horn tawny bill, the throstle with his note so true, the wren with little quill. What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain-song cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dares to answer nay. a bird. Who would give the bird the lie, though he cry, cuckoo? And never so. Oh, I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again.
Oh, my dear, it's much enamored of thy note, as is mine eye, enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues false perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Oh, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my sake, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on me, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while on pressed flowers thou dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so, so that thou shalt, like an airy spirit, go. Peas, blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed.
Penny!
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humble bees and pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail, hail, hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you more acquaintance, good master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I will make bold with you. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, too. Your name, honest gentleman?
Mustard seed.
Good Master Mustard Seed! I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox thief hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Bind up my love's tongue. Bring him silently. It seems my mistress is busy. You'll have 15 minutes to yourself. But don't go far. There is terror in the night.